vacations, baby bumps, getting naked. It's all crazy here on Total Divas After Show.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. They want a girl all sitting with an itty-bitty and a round thing in your face, you get sprung.
That is pretty much the perfect song for this episode because we got a lot of stuff going on in this episode. How is everybody?
Wonderful. Lots of back.
Lots of stuff. But before we continue this episode, my name is Anissa Barr. You can follow me on social media at Anissa Barr because that's who I am. And TK, where can they find you?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is TK Trindad. You can find me on everything at TK Trindad.
And I'm Monique Loveless, and you can find me everywhere on all platforms at Upfront with Mo.
And my name is Roger. You can find me on Twitter, Roger_Corral, and Beef Supreme. Anywhere else?
Oh. Okay.
If you see me in the grocery store, you're good.
The what store?
Beef
Yeah,
Supreme.
yeah.
Okay.
Taco Bell. That does kind of sound good right now.
Well, they're selling margaritas.
Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, this episode, it's a one-part, two-part episode. Lots of stuff going on. But Brie and Brian decide that they're going to travel in an RV because Brian has a vertigo, which he can't drive, he can't do a lot of things. And out of all people, they asked Natty for help. And Natty is a kind, caring person, but...
Natty's natty.
Natty's natty, and she got some cuckoo friends. But...
I wouldn't say they're cuckoo.
That's what Brie said. But I think these people were just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts, and I just think that's who they are. And
I agree.
you know what? They're from Canada, and Canadian people are freaking amazing, and they're nice.
I agree.
Canadian people are nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what the clue should have been, and I don't know if Brie met up with Natty's mom before, but the clue should have been like, hey, they drove down with my mom. And if you
know her mom.
Yeah, they were exactly like her. Like they seemed like exactly like her mom.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
that's what I thought. Too.
yeah.
Right when they greeted them, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's like exactly.
They both of them were exactly like Natty's mom.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And we got to know them a little bit. The mom,
Too much.
a little too much, because they. Well, here's the thing.
Right, they were made for TV though.
Yeah.
When she told that story, that was hilarious.
They were pretty much but they helped prepare, thinking that they would enjoy some snacks, and they're like, "Can we go to Whole Foods?"
They have that Mountain Dew.
Yeah. That mountain dew. Well, speaking of mountains, the mother was scared of the mountains.
Yeah, those snacks though were.
But those snacks.
They had cheese puffs.
Yeah.
But I know people like that think that's like, oh, we're
Healthy.
going healthy, like low fat chips.
I
And
don't
stuff
think
like
they
that.
think they're healthy.
It's
I
like
think
saying,
they just
hey,
like
No,
cheesy puffs.
they said we bought healthier stuff for you. That was their healthier
Well,
stuff.
They said that. She said that. She was like, we bought healthy.
They had
stuff,
Diet Coke in the
Coke.
fridge.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's like saying, hey, I'm going to go on a diet,
What
but I'm
she
going to
said,
drink
the
Diet
Diet
Coke.
Oreos.
Yeah.
Diet Oreos?
Yeah.
Those are.
Like sugar-free Oreos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I need to get some of those.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Sugar-free Oreos probably don't taste as good, right?
Who knows?
I mean, if you're gonna commit.
Let me
Probably-
tell you, I
probably
need
pass on
a whole half a roll of
Or you can just go
Oreos
to
in one
boot
take.
camp with me this week, like you did last week.
That's true. That's true. That was rough.
Yeah.
But can
Well, speaking of rough, yeah, I know it was really hard for them to actually be in the RV. And Brie was like, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I cannot do this. Like, I need to fly because her baby didn't sleep for days. So she says,
It's like a
it looked
day.
like
So
it
she
was a
says.
whole day. Like, it looked like they were in
It's
the
like
bus
a day
for
and a half or something.
But it looked like they were in the RV for like 12 hours and they made it, oh, she hasn't been slept for 2 days.
I feel like Bree's like the worst road buddy you could have. Like she was negative the whole time. The whole time.
Well,
I mean, she had a baby.
It
Yeah.
was a bumpy trip, and she did have a kid. I
And a messy.
love Daniel Bryan. I love him. He's like the nicest person who tells the truth, but it's all so nice.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that? It's like he's so
He's
honest,
so calm.
but it's so nice when he says it.
He's nice.
Yes.
He's a great
He was
person.
like, maybe we should just take a flight. I don't think that this is
He's
going
just trying to stop
work
the
out.
problem.
Right.
He
Yeah, because a lot of problems happened on the bus. I mean, the baby
Oh my
had
God,
an
that
The baby had a big accident.
a big accident, and it was all over. There was
explosion.
It's like, oh my God.
Like
I'm
nuclear
just
waste.
curious, like, how many times they stopped for the dogs? Because they had the
Oh,
dogs.
that's a
with
good
them.
question. Yeah.
Like, how many times did you have to stop? Maybe that's why they were just tired and like, oh
I
my
don't
God,
know,
we're never
man.
gonna get there.
Brie came off too negative for me. Like, I would not want to ride
Have
with
you
her.
been on a road trip before?
I love road trips. I'm on road trips all the time. I lived in Texas. It takes like 24 hours to just travel the whole state. Like,
One stop, no stop.
no stop. It's a big state. Like, it's literally.
I think we know that.
Yeah. I think
No, literally, like, I'm used to road tripping. You just gotta commit, man.
No, I think
Yeah.
some people are good and can do it, and some people can't. I did a road
Yeah.
trip from Toronto to LA. Never again.
That's a hard.
Yeah.
I did upstate New York to LA, and it wasn't bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, some people can, some can't. Brie has learned her lesson,
She
and I
did.
think
That's true.
She
did.
learned
That's
the
true.
lesson. But she does road trips with Nikki all the time. I
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
it
that's
has
true.
to be
That's
like,
true.
here's the
You know
thing,
what?
though.
I feel like she was being negative on purpose. She never even tried to be friends
yeah,
with
but it's
these
a
ladies.
controlled element though, because Brie kind of runs the show. So I think if she had maybe somebody that she was more comfortable with,
Yes.
and it wasn't bumpy, and
Yes.
all these elements where she's not necessarily controlling it, it's a different thing. So,
I kind of also think that if Nikki would have been there, she
would've
would
been
have been a little more comfortable.
I think
too.
it might have been worse. Nikki would have probably got off after the first you know what?
I can't do this.
Yeah, I think I'm going to fly.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like she didn't even try.
The
That's
thing is,
my
you have
thing.
to
Even
think
if
about
She's
it.
always the one who wants to do the road
Yeah.
trips with Nikki. She's like, let's do a road trip, let's do a road trip.
But you have to remember, this was before she had her baby.
No, they just did
Yeah,
one.
no, they
did
with
one.
the,
With the
with
truck.
the
Oh, that's right,
crew
yeah.
when
Yeah.
they went to go to,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
to get the whatever those things dates.
Oh yeah, wait,
date,
from like
yeah.
San
The
Diego
date
to
shake,
like
whatever it
something.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
From
like,
Arizona to San Diego.
that's not far.
Yes.
It's not like,
is.
but
That's far. That's a big trip.
yeah, it's far,
Yeah,
but
that
it's not
is a
like
big
they're
trip.
in the RV
Yeah, they did
traveling
an
from
SUV. They went to
California to Washington. There's a difference.
By the way, that's not even a bad. You could take like the Pacific Coast Highway, and you would have a great view the whole time.
PCH.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, when you get through like the hills, that's the whole
The
nother.
hills.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. That's a whole.
But
nother
Yeah,
lesson
the mom
learned.
felt that way too as she took her corner.
yeah, I think there's one where you
I'd
kind
have
of
been like, ma'am, ma'am.
Those are scary. Your car's hugging the. It's not.
No, they are
yeah,
scary.
it's a scary thing.
Well, as we all learned, never ask Natty for anything.
Oh, poor Natty.
I've been saying that for weeks.
Right, poor Natty.
So moving on to Lana and Rusev. Rusev doesn't like the fact that Lana dresses very provocative, but
so
she's
annoying.
been with him for 4 years. You're barely getting mad about this
I
now.
don't know where it's coming from.
But
Storyline.
but now I feel like he's like in a competition where, all right, if you're gonna dress like that way, I'm gonna dress a certain way, and we see him in his undies mowing the lawn with sunglasses and a beer.
And the cigar. The
And
cigar.
the
is a nice
cigar.
touch.
I'm sorry, I have to say this. I cannot wait until television stops blurring stuff out.
Wait, what do you? I don't know if that's.
Oh, you
ever
want to
gonna-
see Rusev's penis?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have mine to see what was going on down there. No.
I feel like.
Wait, what?
I feel like you would be happy because if it wasn't going down, he wouldn't go down there naked. Because even though we didn't see
that's a
it,
good-
you have all the camera people, you have the producers, you have his best friend who's probably already seen it before. 'cause,
Yeah,
you know.
clearly.
So
yes.
I think
Clearly.
I think
He was not
He's like,
phased.
whatever, man.
He was not bothered.
yeah, I think Rusev is blessed. I think we can just.
I
yeah.
think it's so too, because Lana seems like she can get a little freaky.
Well,
Yeah.
they were
I-
kind of like saying, "Hey, I hope your penis doesn't get caught on fire."
The fact that she thinks that it's possible.
That's like her first
a bless-
concern. She's
Yeah.
like,
That
"Get
was-
that thing out of there."
That's I think.
I need that.
Also, he's not gonna win that competition. Like, he could get naked all day. She's not gonna stop.
and Rusev is just funny, and I like how I like them together because she jokes around with them and was like, "You think you're gonna get me? Well, I'm gonna post this on Snapchat," and then later on he
Okay.
goes, "I look good." So he needs his own like show
I agree.
because every day is Rusev Day, and Rusev needs his own show.
I don't know all of that, but I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting little storyline. Cute. It was cute.
You want to meet some
You
Rusev friends or something?
Yeah, are you okay?
You okay? In a moment?
She's like, you got the vapors all of a
Flashbacks. I
sudden.
know.
No, it was cute.
Well, moving on. Trin and John, as we all love them.
Okay, this episode had a lot happening.
A lot of stuff
my
was
gosh.
happening. So Trinidad, John was like, "Hey, I'm going to do this romantic
A
getaway."
staycation.
He finally got it
together.
right.
Yeah.
He got it so right. Trinity.
At the worst.
Girl.
Yeah.
At the worst time.
Girl.
But you have to remember that I'm just curious. It's in Pensacola, but don't they live in Pensacola?
Yeah,
It's a staycation.
Yeah, that's why
You
it's a
stay in the
staycation.
city and you do something like you go to a hotel.
Oh, well, I don't do that. Like,
Yeah, but but it's just like if you go to Catalina, that's a staycation. You're still in the city.
Well,
but
that's
it's
a little
something
further
totally
than a staycation. But yeah, I get the point.
It's not a vacation. Like,
They should have went out.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
maybe they
crossing
didn't
the
have,
ocean at that point.
You're doing
but
something
maybe
a
they
little
didn't have enough time.
To go-
So he decided to do a staycation.
I like
so
it.
that
I
they
like
can
the
have
idea.
yeah, well, that's the same hotel where they were trying to get at each other at the bar.
Get at each
So
other.
that's a hot spot for that hotel,
Or they probably get a good discount because of the show.
probably.
Yeah.
And
You guys are taking the romanticism completely out of it.
No, I love the fact that he did it, but I just feel like it's one of those awkward
did.
situations.
He did good.
Yeah.
He did
No, he
good,
did.
but it's one of those awkward situations that if you're in a relationship and you have not kind of gone there with your mate, there's certain things that are still off limits because some people are like that. You know, it's like, okay, it's an awkward situation because somebody brought up in the chat, thank you guys in the chat by the way, that they did ride along and John was just like pooping all the way, like farting all the way. So it's not like he hasn't done it before,
Right.
but she
Yeah.
just felt like,
No.
I can't.
First of all,
And
he did a really
lady-wise,
good.
too.
Kudos to John because he did a
No.
really good job with
He
this
did.
one.
It was
The
nice.
other few ones, okay, those were out the window. So I really
did.
with
He
the
did the
massage,
massage.
the beach, the everything.
Yeah.
yes.
If you're married, just to me, if you're married, I just feel like there are no holds. Like you know me, I know you enough. That
Yeah, but some people are not like that.
No, you
though.
still have to.
Yeah.
You still have to
But
present yourself.
And also respect each other in a certain matter.
No, if
No.
You, if you,
Like,
Yes.
if he can do it, so can I. It's natural. So I'm not going to cover
Well, a
him
lot of
as
things are natural.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna. But once we're married, we live together. We do like even if we live together. I'm sorry. This is probably not most women, but I'm not covering that up. I'm not harming myself to make
Well, it
me look
depends.
cute in
Well,
front
don't
of you.
harm yourself.
I mean, but that's
I know,
harmful. To not let it out, that's harmful.
yeah, but that's also diet too. It's a whole other
Yeah, but that's just like a date,
Yeah.
guys. Like, she was probably embarrassed. She don't want to do that for a day.
Right.
She's in the beach.
And then
right?
in
By the way,
cameras
yeah,
and all
exactly,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
In cameras.
And then on top of that,
But
there's
she
still,
told the whole show.
yeah, but on top of that's still that stigma where ladies don't do that. They don't.
Right.
They don't.
But the
bark,
thing
they
is-
don't do all that
I
sort of
actually
stuff.
feel like she told the show because they probably were like, we're going to air this anyway.
Yeah,
so she tried to get in
you
front
have
of
to-
it.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's a difference between them recording it right then, right now, than in a month later. That's when she's in the production area
Right.
and they're doing the interview.
That's what I'm saying. She was probably like,
There's a
oh,
difference,
if you guys
yeah.
are going to do this, then I might as well roll with the storyline.
Right. And you know what? Overall, later on, she thought it'd be a good idea for him to dress up as a
Some
football
role
player.
play. Yes.
And her as a
Love me some
cheerleader.
football players.
Because she
I
said she
do
was a
too.
cheerleader.
We agree on that one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Jesus.
It's
Wait, some
steamy in
football
here.
players?
Love football players.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that neck.
Whoa.
The what?
The neck.
The back.
Yes.
The neck.
All right, I'm not
Beautiful.
taking that song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
What is happening?
if you're a football player and
a
you
moment.
like this show,
I am single.
she's single. And she will probably love you.
Well, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't go that far, but you know, applications, please apply.
You will at least mingle.
Yeah, mingle.
There you go.
But overall, I liked how the fact that it was hard for him to put the helmet on.
It's
been a long time.
It's a costume thing, so it's probably like the standard. But I love the fact that they get through whatever
Whatever.
it is, and they still come
She
together.
pushes
He
through all of
pushes
that.
through.
Yeah.
I love how like he was just like, you know what, something's going on. You don't want, like, they've been together for so long. He's like, something's going on. You're probably not going to tell me, so I'm going to go and do my fun over here when you're
Yeah.
ready.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, you know, she could have passed all the gas she needed to, sit on the toilet for a moment, like, come and join me. So I love the fact where it's like he didn't like go in on her. It's like, well, what's wrong? And he didn't do all that stuff.
Right.
It's like,
That's true.
like I feel like they're so happy they can't get their own show, which is, you know, a bad thing because of the society we are in. But I feel like they might have it, I should check, but E should almost have, like, you know, relationship tips, like 101 according to like John and Trinity. Like that would be
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Or
are
for
so
each couple, period. Because I think
There's
like
certain couples I could care less.
Talking about you, Natty.
Oh!
Maurice said, well, a lot of the Usos play, and I think their brother's playing football too. But you know, you should hit them up because there's somebody, the whole family Usos. There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh yes, they are fine.
Yes.
Let me tell you. Let me go in real quick. I love a Samoan.
Oh my god.
I'll keep that right there.
All right.
All right, and we'll keep it moving.
Okay. See, now you're funny.
No, I love. Yeah, they're. I know what you're
By the way,
saying.
I didn't
Yes,
realize.
yes.
So did they go back home, or did they stay in the hotel when they dressed up in
No,
the
it was
football
back
game?
home.
It was back at home.
right?
Yeah, they
Right.
went back home because she felt bad. She
It
felt
was
bad.
probably like another
Yeah.
week later. When
Yeah.
they came back or something.
Yeah. So we finally get the big reveal we've been waiting for pretty much all this season. Is Maurice gives Mike the pregnancy test, and I don't know, I felt great. Overall, she was like, hey, I've been waiting for 48 hours for this, gotta do it. She gives it to him. He's like eating a sandwich, speechless, and he goes, is that real?
I like how she took 10.
And yeah, she just kept going and going
Right.
and going.
Because you never know. My friend was pregnant. She didn't trust the first one. It was a winter. It was snowstorm. Drove back out for my friend Anika. You owe me. I had to drive. Like got 4 of them. Like
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because it depends. If you get the cheap ones, then you feel like, okay, I spent $5. It's not mine. So you get the
Yeah.
expensive one, then you're not so sure.
You do have to take multiple. I did have a friend and hers came up not pregnant and she was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like literally. I sat in the bathroom and watched.
Star
Well, I held her hand as a friend.
Star Drew on the chat says, "Hey, I'm a sport jock."
Oh.
Well, what do you look like, though?
Yeah. Send a picture.
No, post your IG, and then she'll look at it.
I'll look
ASL.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay, there you have it.
Oh, that means you think I'm cute, putting in applications already.
I don't know what this show turned
I'll take
into.
But going back to Ms. and Maurice, this was, it's just an interesting time how this is happening because she's back in the business. Even though she's not wrestling, she's still obviously a part of it. But Mike, on the other hand, has so much going on for him.
Busy.
He's busy, and he's doing the Brie.
Ohio. Sorry. Shout out to Ohio. I did not know he was from Cleveland, but I am from Ohio. So my fellow Ohioans, of course we do it up. So I'm glad that they did that scene
For the Christmas story?
for the Christmas story
Yeah.
and his parents.
Wait.
and
So the
stuff.
original house is in Cleveland? I didn't know this. From the Christmas story. Isn't that where they take that segment?
Yes, I think so.
You're from there, girl. You should know.
I
well,
should,
You
but-
just rapped Ohio to everyone.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you don't know everything.
Well,
don't come for me. Shout out to Ohio. Y'all know. Somebody get on the chat and let
At
me
the
know.
end of the day, you can't plan, like, even though, like, you can plan financially and be in a good space for pregnancy, but you really can't plan it because
Right.
even if you want a kid, you know, you might not get it for 3 months, 6 months, whatever. So I think, and no matter what, they're always going to be busy. You can't take away the fact that they're hustlers. So there was never going to be a perfect time. They're not going to, you know, sit back. It's like, all right, well, let's try for a year. Let's sit in the house. Like, that's never going to happen.
Right.
So
And-
Even the birth isn't going to be planned appropriately. It happens around
No.
WrestleMania.
Exactly. And he's like, well, can we change it? And she's like, no, I'm not going to change your due date when you
the
have to
doctor
work.
was so...
She was sassy.
Yeah, she was very sassy.
But that's how life is. And you never know. You really never know. What if she's going to be due date a week after WrestleMania? You have to
Or a week
remember,
before, you never
Brie
know.
and Brian, when they got pregnant, it was during WrestleMania
Oh,
weekend.
was it really?
Yeah, and then
I
Brian
remember.
just had to miss it just in case.
Wow.
But yet, Miz is doing so much. He's doing MTV Challenge. He's doing the Marine 6. He's getting different opportunities. In the end of the day, it's okay for him to miss WrestleMania. I understand it's probably a
Blasphemy.
big deal for him,
Blasphemy.
but it's okay for him to miss WrestleMania. So I think.
He should just take her there. And then if she gives birth at WrestleMania,
That's
that'd
what I
be
was
amazing.
thinking.
Yeah.
No way. What?
Just fly them
No.
all down and just...
If you are
Be
pregnant and I feel like you stick with a certain doctor, you
Right.
want to deliver.
No,
with
I'm
that
saying fly the doctor down, too.
But you can't
Yeah,
fly.
I like that.
No, she ain't got time
No,
for
she
that.
can't fly that.
Not
Well,
on
it
this
depends.
plane.
Sometimes you
I'm
might
pretty
get
sure she
clearance.
probably goes to a celebrity doctor, so she's probably pretty
Fly.
much in demand.
Fly
All
her
right,
down.
WrestleMania's in New
So
Orleans.
she's not gonna fly somewhere for
Anything's possible.
But at a certain, I mean, she did fly down to Raw 25 the other night.
Exactly.
she's
It
super
could look
pregnant.
Great too.
Yeah.
She look amazing.
They should
She does.
because
She looks. I follow her on IG. She looks amazing.
Yeah,
in
she's
every
great.
I love
photo.
her
I love the
haircut.
short hair, the
Yes.
bob. I love the blonde.
Every time
bob.
a woman gets pregnant, they do something to like their hair
pregnancy
or
It's a glow.
something.
Well,
Yeah.
on top of that, a lot of things that they do
When you're
before they
going-
can't do because they're pregnant. So,
Let's keep the glow down.
they can't do
Right.
like, not to say she's doing plastic surgery or
Right,
like
of
Botox,
course.
but she can't do a lot of that stuff. Then maybe the chemicals that she was putting in her hair. So a lot of things
Yeah.
change
You
because
can't-
you can't do it.
also
but she's-
WrestleMania is not just like one day. That's like a week long.
Yeah, it's
thing.
a whole week.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should just go like a week early, just hang
But
out
they
in
give
New
you
Orleans.
a due date. They give you a due date that doesn't necessarily mean
Like
you're
the day.
going
You're due that
to.
day.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have the baby on that day. They
I
just
think they-
give
Well,
you
let's hope
an
she has it before.
estimate.
Yeah, an estimate.
I think they should plan around then, and then he can miss anything else. I don't think he wants to miss
I
WrestleMania.
don't
Wrestling's
think
his
so
life.
No,
Yeah.
I understand that. Who doesn't?
But not for the birth of your child.
Okay, it's like the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Would you
I
miss the
missed
Super?
I missed the birth of my child so that I could
But
be
you
at
know what?
WrestleMania.
A fun fact: some wrestlers have missed the birth of their own
That's not a fun
child.
fact at all.
So it's happened.
Are they still with that person that they had a child with?
I'm gonna say no.
I don't
Probably
really.
not.
Yeah.
I think it's all
Clearly.
It's dependent on the relationship. I feel like she's doing well, and there's obviously you never know when you're gonna break your water, but I feel like there's gonna be an understanding. If there's a big role for him that they have written and it's a storyline, I think she'll understand because she's also in the business. I feel like if the wife or the other significant other is not in the business, then it's gonna be like, okay, it's you can come back to it, and you don't realize how fickle the WWE universe and how storylines and all that stuff goes.
Right.
So I think she would understand, but I also feel like he's in such a great position with WWE that they might not put him in a big role because her due date's in there too.
And
So-
he just won the IC title.
He did.
So
I'm sure he doesn't want a minimal role.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
well,
that's the
no,
type of.
That's not his
he'll probably
personality.
even
it's
be like no disrespect, but they'll probably put him on the pre-show, and if anything happens, they'll probably fly him first class too.
That's not a bad idea.
So
because it's who
Yeah.
knows?
So I
We'll
mean, next week, guys, it's the finale,
2-part finale.
2-part finale.
Two-part finale. This was part of it.
Yeah.
I like this one. I think was it 2 episodes ago or was this
No.
a snooze fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
If they're in the middle, it got kind of.
This
And
was
I
a
think
great
that's how
episode.
it is.
It had no
And
Natty,
it had-
no Nia.
Naya.
Shade
Naya.
over here. Hold on, guys. I do not agree with the shade. So keep me apart from it.
I was really
But-
entertained.
Naya was there in the first. She was in the first bit when
And
she
that
was
was
playing.
it?
He
Miz.
said no Naya, no Alexa, no really Carmella,
Mm-mm.
no.
A little bit of Carmella.
It was just what?
Oh,
Brie.
Carmella threw a joke in there.
Well,
Yeah.
she was trying to hit on Natty with some funny jokes,
But not no real like.
No,
Sierra.
it was kind of
just
like.
Lana and.
But-
Lana. Brie.
Helly says, "I like the natty shade."
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll keep it coming.
But overall, what do you
What is your hate with Natty? Okay.
what are you most excited about next week? Because we're gonna finally see TJ. No, I'm excited about that because we haven't seen that guy in forever.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I feel like with how it all went about, and it's good he's still in the company, but it's almost one of those things where if you get something ripped from you, like you've been doing this is your lifelong dream and all this other stuff, and now you get it taken away from you, and it's like, okay, well, you can still work in the company, but now you're seeing people do things that you want your
Yeah.
body to do. It feels like seeing him on episodes and seasons before that his personality just might not be able to like handle that. So just to see him on the camera, I don't know if I'm gonna I don't know how he'll be. Like I don't think he's gonna be like
No.
happy. Yeah. So
Maybe that's why he's not doing the show that much anymore.
well, I think they just didn't want him on the show because they just didn't want to show was it like
When his neck,
with the whole neck injury and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited when Miz and Maurice goes and walks into Vincent's office. Like, are we going to see Vince on Total
That's
Divas?
That's what somebody just asked too.
Oh, did
Helly
they?
just asked. I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't know. He looked a little old on Raw.
Well, because
He's like
old.
70
Okay, I know.
something.
He didn't look that well. Okay, like he looks.
Yeah, but they all look old. Mean Gene. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mean
Yeah.
Gene.
I'm just saying. I don't know if Vince really wants to be in front of the screen anymore.
Yeah.
On Total
Yeah.
Divas.
You never know.
And on Total Divas.
You
on
never
E!
know. But
Also, sorry. Did we see Nikki Bella try on a dress? Did we see that? I
No.
thought someone tried on
Yes, next episode we'll
Yeah.
see Nikki Bella try
We did,
on
right?
try on wedding
a dress.
dresses.
I really need to see that dress because in the promo it was kind of ugly, but I hope she didn't pick it.
I actually
She has
liked
great style. Like in the
This
beginning
show.
of this episode, she had on a jumpsuit that was totally cute. So I really am rooting that she's going to come out with something fantastic.
Of course.
I don't think
It's Nikki
that.
Bella.
You want to know
You
what
gotta
led
go
to that terrible decision with that
Or
dress?
maybe it was just one of those things for the
Yeah.
show.
For the promo,
For the ultra.
yeah, because Nikki is. Let me tell you, she does great.
She does.
And I liked her on this episode. She went in and grabbed some snacks and was like, all right, I'm going to go Dancing with the Stars. And
As she should.
I think actually.
I think if I saw that and I had nothing to do,
See,
I'd make up
I'm
something.
out.
It's like, yeah, I just remember. Oh, what? I can't go,
Gotta
guys. I'm
go.
sorry.
I
Yeah.
actually think that motivated Brie. Brie was like, "Yeah, I'm out too."
yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of Total Divas. So much is happening within the next couple of weeks with wrestling. So keep following mine and TK social media because we got some fun stuff going on. Overall, next Tuesday, we're going to be recapping 3 episodes of the Mixed Match Challenge here Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. We got a new person, so please welcome that person on Tuesday. Overall, my name's Anissa Barr. You can follow me on social media at Anissa Barr. Go on.
You can follow me on everything at TK Trindad. I'm gonna be running the LA Marathon to help build pumps in Africa, so you can check out my bio to do all of that good stuff. Also, you can catch me on Baller Alert, Vlad TV, TMZ, and also Xbox 12360. We had a really great show. We were talking about Raw 25, which is really I had fun on this episode.
Yes,
so.
and quick thing, sorry. Follow Xpac12360 on Instagram. I posted a fun little GIF because I'm the social media
Oh my gosh,
correspondent
yeah,
for
that
that.
was really funny.
So, Mo, take it away.
Roger, take it away.
All right, I'll take it away. Find me on social media, Be Supreme, Twitter.
I could follow after that one.
Yeah, just Google Be Supreme.
And I'm Monique Loveless. You can find me on all platforms at Upfront with Mo. And every Monday, I now do Divorce, which is at 8 p.m. And that's Monday HBO with Sarah Jessica Parker. So make sure you tune into that too.
All right.
We're rooting for divorce.
Not on Total Divas, though. We'll see you all next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.